that stole Christmas. It was just what you did. All you 70s kids are out there like, yeah, that's what I did too, right? We missed out on the aluminum pink Christmas trees, but we got those, okay? These shows. Now, so everybody, did you notice what Linus did there? As Linus Charlie Brown hollered, isn't there anybody that knows what Christmas is all about? And Linus says, I know what it is. And as he was reciting along the Christmas story there, he came to that piece where the shepherds and the angels on that glorious night. And if you'll notice when he repeated the piece, the angel said, fear not. Linus dropped his security blanket. Linus dropped his security blanket when he repeated the words of the angels, fear not. And so everybody, the real meaning of Christmas is that we trade our great fear for great joy. The real meaning of Christmas is that we trade great fear for great joy. We trade the things that frighten us, trade the things that we seek for security, and we trade them for the joy of the coming of Jesus the Christ. And by the way, Christ isn't Jesus' last name, like his mom was Mary Christ and dad was Joseph Christ. No, Christ is a title. It means Messiah, Lord, ruler of heaven and earth, Savior. The real meaning of Christmas is that we trade our great fear for our great joy. And I wonder what we're all afraid of. Many of us are afraid of running out of money before the end of the month. A very real fear. Many of us are afraid of trusting someone or letting anyone in. Maybe they'll find out who we really are, especially in a church, right? Filled with perfect people, so we don't go there. If you ever find a perfect church, don't go there. You'll ruin it. Now, wow, you are a tough crowd. Many of us are afraid of health concerns. Many of us are afraid of mental disorders, depression and loneliness, or addictions. And so in our fear, we run towards something else. We run to a security blanket like Linus was holding. We run to a security blanket, and I wonder what our security blankets are. Some of us are driven after money. Maybe if I just get one more dollar, but one more is never enough. And maybe if I hop from relationship to relationship, I'll find that meaning that I've always wanted, and someone will love me. Or maybe I can't stand it, and so I get hooked up in addictions like alcohol or drugs or pornography. I get hooked up in addictions that destroy me, even though I'm trying to find freedom in them. We seek for security in these things, guys, but the angel came to the shepherds and said to them, fear not, for I bring you great tidings, good news, which shall be for all people. And the fear not of Christ is that we are all loved beyond measure, just as we are, right? We're more than the worst thing we've ever done, and we're more than the best thing we've ever done. We're created in the image of God. We're people who are loved by God. We are people who are fallible and yet in need of something more. And we trade at Christmas time our great fear for our great joy found in Jesus. Not in religion, not in rules and regulations, but in that relationship that makes me who I was really created to be. That makes you who you were really created to be. A person free of guilt and shame and fear, set free to love and to be one of those crazy Jesus people. That you can drop your blanket and fear not. And so this Christmas Eve night, each one of us comes to that place where God extends his hand to us in the birth of Jesus and says, fear not. Evil is to be destroyed. Hate will be no more. Life, forgiveness, and hope come to all who seek it. Fear not. And so, guys, as you sit here listening to me tonight, I would encourage you to take your blue security blanket. Take that blue security blanket and trade it in for the joy of Christmas Day. Fear not. So as we continue in our time together, it wouldn't be Christmas Eve without candles. Please don't light your hair on fire.